Project Search.
Hey y'all, it's Danny again. Today, I'm bringing you a presentation that will be a review of the material we've covered over the last couple of weeks. Watch this video closely. We will have a game show style quiz and review session based on its contents. We covered references, which included definitions about what we mean by references and why references are important. We talked about the different people you can use as references, both professional or educational, as well as personal. And we talked about who your references should not be. Another thing that was covered during the last couple of weeks were the topics around conversation in the workplace. So we had a quiz about that. The quiz contained questions about workplace topics and how to give and receive criticism, how to give and receive compliments, backhanded compliments, and maybe a couple of other things. There was another quiz that gathered information about health that we had covered in various presentations throughout the remote learning period. The quiz covered things such as hand washing and good health habits, tips for good sleep, the hazards of eating too much sugar, and the importance of having high self-esteem. We also talked about the pros and cons of snacking and vending machines. Another topic we recently covered was how to stay on your supervisor's good side, or how to maintain a positive relationship with your supervisor. There were several tips in the presentation about how to do this. Another topic covered was how to get along with your coworkers. The presentation included 5 tips on how you can do this effectively. Over the course of 2 presentations, you were given the opportunity to decide from choices of interview answers which one would be the better one. Several questions that are common to interviews were presented, along with 2 options of answers to choose from. More recently, we discussed the concept of flexibility in the workplace. There are several different ways in which we must be flexible when it comes to working, such as being able to accept changes to our routines that we may be used to, having to rearrange social activities so that you can be at work when you're supposed to be, being able to take on new tasks. We also talked about questions for the interviewer. We talked about the fact that answering the questions the job interviewer poses to you is very important, but it's also very important that you have questions for the interviewer, because they almost always, at the end of the interview, ask you if you have any questions. This can be very difficult to do, so we talked about some pretty good options to use in that scenario. How well do you think you remember these topics? If you're concerned that you might not remember some of them very well, you can always go back to the YouTube channel and rewatch the videos. I look forward to the game show style quiz and review type thing. Until then, just remember the stars are in the sky And the answer should be in your head.